This is the high precision battery spot welder recommended by the site e-bike school in their excellent article. They make a lot of arguments for using a spot welder, and they actually have a buy link to Aliexpress for this exact product. It's not cheap, it's about 200 euros with shipping and taxes. I was extremely impressed with the fast delivery in about 1 week. A big problem with this device is it demands 15 amperes, which is extremely uncommon in Sweden and throughout Europe. Common households have 10 amperes. Some big houses has 16 or maybe 20, but that's also for heating. So 15 amperes just to start this thing is extremely high. I tried to start it in my apartment by connecting the rods like in the manual. Everything is turned down to zero. This one I have no idea, it just keeps spinning around and around, doesn't have any precise settings. Just by pressing the on switch, it went on for half a second, then all the fuses blow. Not just the auto fuse, but the wall fuse blow. I can't even start this machine with 10 ampere, and 10 ampere is enough for everything in my apartment. Fridge, computer, lights, everything. I can't even start this piece of shit. It demands 15 ampere. So what did I do? I took it to an expert. I took it to Makerspace Stockholm, and they have an extremely large and equipped lab. They did not have a spot welder, but they had almost everything else. And I talked to 3 electronics experts and engineers, and one of them helped me for almost an hour to get this working. We tried every kind of fuse, every kind of switch, but every time we turned this on, it blew all the fucking fuses. Something is seriously wrong with this. It says it's only supposed to draw 15 amperes at the most. Input max 15 amperes. It shouldn't drag more than those. And the fuses we used were 16 ampere. And all of those engineers and experts, there's no fucking way anyone would use this kind of contact for anything more than 16 ampere. If it needs more than 16 ampere, it cannot possibly have this contact. It cannot handle more than 16 ampere. So something is seriously wrong with this machine. I checked the fuses, but since it turns on and destroys all the other fuses it's in contact with, something is very, very wrong. Either it's not 15 ampere, it's maybe 20 or something more, or and then this stick prop is not compatible with this kind of electronics, or something is wrong inside here. It's so strange, I can't even start the fucking thing up without all the fuses blowing. Something is seriously wrong. This does not work in Europe standard outlet. You will destroy your fuses just by plugging this piece of shit in. The Sunkko 788 is a piece of crap. Maybe the American version, but this piece of shit does not work. I paid about 200 euros for this and it doesn't work. And I have it verified by 3 engineers and electrical experts at Makerspace Stockholm. I'm extremely disappointed since there's no way I can make batteries in high quality now. But I will try to find a better spot welder that's not a piece of crap that haven't even been tested. A lot of money down the drain. I will see what Aliexpress will do about it. Probably decide with the seller. It's extremely irritating that this one doesn't stop. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And what this do, I have no idea. I decided to open it up to see if I can spot anything wrong with this spot welder. However, I'm not an expert on AC. Seems to be grounded. Negative to fuse. There's a spool marked 110 to 120 volts. 4 cables going into the control board. I found out what this was and why it didn't stop. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. It's the same, but it's a little bit harder, so...
Jag är en pönt, måste ha en politik. Jag måste kunna och skrika afrobeat. Jag vill kunna sånt jag inte vet om. Jag måste skrika, jag hatar dem. Anti-skit, anti-skit. Jag vill bli en jävla remit. Anti-skit, anti-skit. Jag vill bli en jävla remit. Innerst inne tror jag politiken är ganska bra. Men det är ju punkter jag vill vara. Jag vill kunna sånt jag inte vet om. Jag måste skrika, jag hatar dem. Anti-skit, anti-skit. Anti-skit, 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 anti-skit. Jag vill bli en jävla remit.